Hello, ladies, and welcome back to It's Time for Tea. My name is Princess Nay, and this is my femininity journey that I decided to share with you. Before I get started, ladies, please follow me on Instagram at Call Me Princess Nay. Follow my femininity page at 𝒔𝒊𝒏𝒄𝒆𝒔. And ladies, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Ladies, please don't also forget to sign up for the bell right there on my channel so then you're notified every time I make a new post. Okay, ladies, so now let's begin. So today I wanted to offer you some useful tips to marry rich, affluent men. Now, as you know, I stand strong on traditional marriages, happiness, and feminine women leveling up in all aspects. And I want to always be clear that it's perfectly okay to only want to date and then marry men with promising futures who walk with God and rather be focused on being a better man versus a low-value man who want to run with a bunch of women, flex on the gram, let alone not knowing his purpose in life after a certain age. However, I wanted to drop a few tips for women who want to marry rich. So for our first tip to marry rich, marry a rich man who has character. This is a man who not only respects himself, but a man who stands for something is a man worth trusting when it comes to his vision and being able to lead a family. You can find these small details out in the courting and dating stage. Number 2, stop giving your time to low-value men, thinking you can date them, let alone give your body to them on the level of journey to pass by time until you meet Mr. Right. You know, like I know, ladies, they aren't worth your time, so it's pointless to allow a low-value man to get close to you like that. It's perfectly okay to be stingy with your time and your body because you are the feminine woman in the relationship and you control everything around you. Overall, a woman who wants to attract a high-quality man has to take accountability for past mistakes and start walking like a wife to attract a husband. Number 3, never inform people you don't trust what kind of man you want, let alone what kind you deserve. Mainly as a black woman, I highly suggest you either build friendships with other black women who want the same lifestyle as you or see things the way you do. So when you express yourself, you don't have to go through the stage of feeling like you're being judged or feeling like you deserve less. They like to tell black women we don't deserve to be taken care of by our husbands, let alone living in luxury. This entire black woman in luxury movement has inspired us all to go after what we deserve, and I love that for us. This is why I inform you all, no matter who's listening, to market yourself correctly to attract those kind of powerful men. It's simply okay to go after a powerful man. It's simply okay also to be a hypergamous woman in this generation while resting comfortably in your femininity. Number 4, understand what rich affluent men want. Now, when I say rich affluent men, I'm talking about those who are in their purpose and not cheating, creating a long-term line of wealth for themselves, who also want a family to share it with. And be sure to never forget about who you are, your happiness, but find common ground for you both. Number 5, know how to spot real affluent men versus fake affluent men. This entire high-value man movement has a lot of men feeling as if they are the prize and that they find it okay to prey on desperate women to make them go 50-50 with everything once they get into their mindsets that they as the woman should be grateful to be with the man. So now they're not looked at as a single last woman or woman without a husband. Now, I can't say I don't see women allowing this kind of behavior, but what I can say is most guys want to get over, and as a feminine woman with certain standards, you just simply cannot make that happen. This is why I say you shouldn't be online on your personal or in public platforms, let alone hypergamy groups, expressing your hate for men of certain cultures, race, or backgrounds. These type of men that are considered high value, they're always watching from somewhere. And you don't want to be looked at as a man hater or someone who bashed men and you're trying to get back at them by going through their pockets to make them pay for your past hurt. Honestly, that's very low value, and I believe women who do that think very low about themselves. In addition, the men who aren't flashing their big chains or things that they have are normally men who actually do got it like that and have nothing to prove. I like a more man who's more preserved, versus one who thinks he has to prove to me he can provide by going over the top. I am well aware that some men are just crazy and they would do the craziest things to women to show that they love them. But if he can only prove to you he loves you through materialistic things, then that may be a man that you may want to have a conversation with. Last but not least, number 6, please understand what rich men need. In order for it to work, you have to understand he doesn't want anyone who doesn't have a life of their own, has no clue how they to be soft, feminine, let alone ladylike, or has no clue how to act like a classy woman when they go out to classy places. It's also great to be well-rounded when certain topics come up in conversation and not treat a man on the first date as if this is an interrogation, asking him his credit score, every single thing he does to make money, asking about his relationship with his mama, or anything like that. It's simply okay to just date, ladies, and get to know somebody over time. I'm not saying waste too much time, but simply getting to know someone is definitely okay. There are polite ways of answering these things without becoming nasty and defensive if the questions are in reverse to you. And I highly suggest that you work on how you respond to men who may possibly ask you questions, who just maybe want to know stuff out of curiosity. Also, affluent men are very busy and all they want is peace and femininity from a woman. If you do run into an issue, it's perfectly fine to address it, but you both have to remain peaceful so you both can move on and resolve the conflict. Affluent or not, a man who truly wants to be with you will show you change behavior to prove why he values you. Also, ladies, please stop looking for love on majority of these dating apps. I was told that men in certain cities have pictures of women who are just looking for men with money who's also telling other men to watch out for. I don't feel that's the best way to find love, mainly if you happen to attract someone who's really crazy and can be abusive to women. It's better to attract men at upscale events or going out and just being seen and marketing yourself versus wasting time with rich, dusty men on these apps who aren't who they pose to be. But that is all for today, ladies. Be classy and beautiful. Mwah.